Hi everybody, welcome back to YouTube. I'm Doug Miles. This next series of videos are very special and feature some rare audio from a baseball broadcast back in September of 1956. They feature the last inning of a ball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. What made it so special, Sal Maglie was on the mound and he's pitching for a no-hitter. We pick it up here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Jerry Doggett and the great Hall of Fame announcer Vin Scully will carry you along.
Well, a lot more excitement there in the top of the eighth. The Phillies go down with no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. Maglie needs one more frame. We go to the last of the eighth inning, and before we do, with the score 5-0, let's hear a word from Vin.
Well, the irate Mr. Sally has been chased from the ball game. Ted Kazansky takes over at second base as we go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Brooklyn 5, Philadelphia nothing. But the story thus far has been that Sal Maglie has gone through 8 innings without giving up a hit. So don't you go away. Snider coming up, and here's Jerry.
Okay, Vin. Duke steps in, takes the first pitch. Low inside, ball one. Jack Sanford working for the Phillies. He's the third pitcher. Meyer, Miller, and now Sanford. 5-0, Dodgers lead, last of the eighth. Snider waits, swings on a curve, foul tips it for a strike. 1-1 to Duke. Hitting .284, 39 home runs, and 95 runs batted in. Snider, this game, was intentionally walked in the third and then came in to score when Lopata missed the throw from the pitcher on a forced try at the plate. Fastball high, and it's ball 2, 2-1. Eddie Kazansky has replaced Hemus at second base. Hemus got the thumb from umpire Donatelli after that violent discussion at first base. And Hemus really gave his helmet a drop kick toward that coaching box. 2-1 pitch on the way. Duke takes a fastball for a strike 2. 2-2. Well, if you got anything planned for the next 15 or 20 minutes, we suggest you stay right there with your ear in that radio because you can't tell. Sal needs 3 more outs. Here's the pitch to Duke. Low as he checked up ball 3, 3-2. Snider, Robinson, and Amoros do up in this order in the last of the eighth. Dodgers trying to get a win here to pull back to within a half game of Milwaukee. Started the day at a half game behind. Milwaukee won this afternoon. The Dodgers trying to keep pace. Here's ball 4 to Snider. The ball gets by Lopata, and here's Duke around first. Holds up now. He was running and set to go for 2 in case Lopata was a little tardy about getting after that ball. But as soon as Duke got to first, Jake Pitler gave him a slow-up sign. So Duke is on with the base on balls. Ball 4 was a wild pitch that got by to the screen. And that's the third walk given up by Sanford in the second one that Snider has received tonight. Robinson up has doubled, walked, and struck out, has scored 1 run. So the Dodgers now batting in the eighth. Check of the runner in the pitch. Robbie around the bunt, takes high inside, ball 1. Infield shifting in, looking for the bunt. Jones and Blaylock charging the plate. Smalley and Kazansky shifting to the right. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the eighth inning. Dodgers 5, Phillies nothing. Snider at first, led off with a walk. Pitch. Robbie around the bunt, looks at a curve, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, if you wonder what the Dodgers' chances are, just figure it this way. If they don't lose a ball game, they can do no worse than tie because Milwaukee and Brooklyn are tied in the loss column, 60 losses apiece. 1-1 pitch. Bunted on the first base side. Blaylock comes in for it. His play goes back to Kazansky covering at first, and on the sacrifice, Snider goes to second. So it's 1 out, 3-4 if you're scoring with us. And give Robinson the sacrifice with no time at bat. Amoros up has nothing for 3. Sandy hitting .255, has 13 home runs and 54 runs batted in. On at second, Snider. Dodgers playing for the insurance run. 5-0 lead. 4 hits for the Dodgers, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the sixth. They got 3 runs in the second on 2 hits and an error. There was a walk also in the inning. They picked up 2 more in the third inning on 1 hit, 1 error, and a couple of walks. In fact, there were 3. 2 of them helped in the scoring. Helped set it up. Sanford stretches, delivers. Fly ball to center field. Well tagged. Backboard goes Ashburn. Has the range now under it. Now comes in as the wind gets it and makes the grab for the out, and Snider stays at second. Ashburn kept dashing back, and then the ball got up in the wind, and Ritchie finally had to wind up coming in for it. 2 away, Hodges at bat. The wind, by the way, is in from left center toward the plate. This afternoon, of course, Milwaukee beat Cincinnati 7-1. And now posts 91 victories, 60 losses. The Dodgers have 89 and 60 before this one started. Trying to make it 90 and 60. As we mentioned, they're even in the loss column before this game got underway. Hodges, 1 for 1 tonight. He's walked twice, scored 1 run, and is hitting .262. Gill's been on a real batting rampage here lately. Sanford delivers a curve high, and it's ball 1. Tomorrow afternoon, the Phillies and Robin Roberts against the Dodgers, and it'll be the final meeting of the year between these two. Right now, the series stands 12-8 in favor of the Dodgers. And then Thursday will be an off day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Pirates. There's a called strike on a fastball. It's 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gill. At second base, Duke Snider walked, moved up on a sacrifice. Sanford has been real stingy since he came on to pitch in the 6th inning. In fact, the Dodgers have only 4 hits. 5-0 score. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball, changeup, and it's strike 2, ball 1. One and 2 on Gil Hodges. Bottom of the 8th inning. Snider moving off second. Kazansky moves in toward him, but no play. Swing and a miss, and Hodges strikes out to retire the side. That's the second strikeout for Sanford, and the Dodgers go down in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. The end of 8 innings, the score: the Dodgers 5, the Phillies nothing. And here's a word from Vin.
And so it has come down to this on a coolish evening in New York, September the 25th, 1956. The Dodgers trying to cut the league-leading Milwaukee Braves lead to a half a game. And Sal Maglie, the 39-year-old veteran who has bounced around in baseball, remember way back in the bitter days when he was in the Mexican League, back with the Giants, brilliant years there, then over to Cleveland, not getting much of a chance to work, coming back to Brooklyn in a startling purchase by the Dodgers and becoming one of the spearheads of their drives in this 1956 pennant race. And the 39-year-old veteran, as he warms up with Roy Campanella right now, is face-to-face with perhaps his finest hour in baseball. Maglie, through 8 innings, has given up no runs and no hits. The Phillies have committed 2 errors. The Dodgers lead on 5 runs and 4 hits and no errors. So, on a few occasions this year, they have looked to Maglie. They look to him again. Jackie Robinson rubs up the ball, says the last few words of encouragement to him, and this crowd of 15,204, all rooting for him now, lean forward and await the first pitch. Frankie Baumholtz will be coming up first, and so to the 9th inning, 5-0 Brooklyn. Maglie going to work, and back to Jerry.